Aaron Cooper, beautiful and exciting. Veronica Briscoe, talented and sophisticated. Eleanor Larimore, married and bored. What do these three women have in common? Meet Taylor Worth.
No woman is ever going to reject Taylor. I bet I could find her. I bet you couldn't.
A man who's about to agree.
Can't be serious.
To the worst bet of all time.
You have 3 months to get engaged to 3 women, and I pick the women.
I have to teach this guy a lesson.
Now, the problem isn't getting them to accept.
Will you marry me?
The problem is...
I take it that's a yes?
Yes.
They have.
Let's party.
I just thought I'd warn you. Things are getting a little close.
Surprise!
Welcome to the family, son.
I'm 15 minutes late for a date with somebody, and I don't even know who.
Sex.
Oh.
Oh, yes, Taylor. That's my Taylor.
That's my Taylor.
Take me, Taylor.
It's her Taylor. Taylor, this better be your sister.
Mark Harmon.
This bet's going to kill me.
Worth winning.
Where you going, Taylor?
Good things come in threes. Wives aren't one of them.
Hi, Taylor.
Mother said that if they killed the whales, the island would be cursed. But no one would believe her.
On the eve of the First World War, on an island lost in time, a small group of families live as their ancestors did 1,000 years before. In the sea is their survival and their fate. On this island, an outcast holds the secret that could destroy an entire community or save it.
Keep clear of the place. Leave the Birdman alone. It's cursed, that's all I know.
I was afraid you'd never come.
If he wanted to put a spell on us, he could have done it already, couldn't he?
There's no life for them stuck out here. Oh, I see. So you're thinking of leaving, are you, Jack?
Jack, you can't blame yourself. You can't just take the whole world on your shoulders.
Then one day, the extraordinary event that will forever change their lives.
Time after time they have tried to break through, but we would not let them pass. God would not let them pass.
We've got to get him back into the water. Else they'll all beach themselves.
They're going to kill them.
They'll have to kill me first.
It's no use, Father.
Academy Award-winning actor Paul Scofield and Helen Mirren. When the Whales Came. A story so enchanting, you'll wish it were real.
I'm General George S. Patton.
He was one of the most renowned war heroes of all time.
War is over, you just don't sit back on your fannies and stop fighting.
And one of the most outspoken.
I make no alibis for the things that I say.
The New York Times, you created a major scandal.
General George S. Patton, unrivaled in his ability and his audacity.
In my opinion, the Bolshevik is a congenital liar, barbarian, and a chronic drunk who'd be fun to kill if you...
Those very qualities that made you great in wartime are a pain in the neck in peacetime.
I would only ask you to understand that my husband is a tough perfectionist.
Well, I'll be damned.
A man loved by many.
Sergeant Patton was the best thing that ever happened to the whole damn army.
He lived a life devoted to war. And now he must fight his biggest battle.
There's no doubt in your minds that I'm going to be paralyzed for the rest of my life. Let's cut out all this crap right now. Let me die.
Falling off a car seat and breaking your neck?
Damn it, Colonel, I don't need to just live. I need to live to fight.
It's the beginning of the end.
CBS Fox Video brings you the moving story of a great man forced to face his own mortality.
Dying has always intrigued me.
George C. Scott recreates his award-winning role as the famous general.
I feel myself driven toward an end I cannot see.
Eva Marie Saint co-stars as his dedicated wife, and Richard Dysart is General Dwight D. Eisenhower. Now available for the first time on home video, the true story of the last days of Patton. They were the golden actresses of the silver screen, all leading ladies for Hollywood's greatest producer, David O. Selznick. Now they are together in CBS Fox Video's newest, most romantic collection, Selznick's Golden Ladies, 4 all-time classic films featuring Hollywood's greatest actresses.
And already I'm so very lonely.
Tim Hilton had no business going into the Army.
To be honest, I don't understand it myself.
The Lord himself will just have to take care of these calamities somehow.
I know. Why don't we take somebody into the house? You know, a roomer.
May I make so bold as to ask whether you expect me to bathe under that? I take it your commissioner's in the Navy.
That's right, sir.
Doesn't surprise me.
I heard they needed some new recruiting posters for the waves, and I figured the your face was the one that would...
Mr. Willett, you cover that thing right up this here minute. Jane, you've no business looking at that.
May I get a word, John?
You certainly may not. You're going to college.
Oh, Mother, I miss Pop. Something awful.
What is it, child? Miss Hilton! Jane! Free! Come quick!
It received the 1944 Academy Award for Best Scoring of a Drama, plus Academy Award nominations for Best Picture, Best Black and White Cinematography, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress, and Best Supporting Actor. Since You Went Away, with an all-star cast including Claudette Colbert, Jennifer Jones, Joseph Cotton, Shirley Temple, Monty Willie, Lionel Barrymore, Robert Walker, and Guy Madison.
Darling.
I'll have it made to fit your finger if you let me.
I know Father's condition is bad, but it can't be helped. The war wasn't our fault. Can't blame anyone for shell shock.
It isn't as if Hilary were in his right mind. When I used to go and see him, he didn't even know me.
Meg, I've come home.
Sidney.
It's all right, Mother. In the sight of God, Margaret is still his wife.
I divorced you.
Oh, you couldn't do such a thing. You had no cause. I see what you're at. You're trying to confuse me. You're trying to drive me mad again. Well, you shan't. Sidney!
There's insanity in our family.
When I was helpless, they took all I had from me.
Yes, and it's in my blood, too.
Get them out. Get them
You
out.
mustn't let yourself go like this.
At once, or I'll kill him.
Oh, Father, please.
I'll kill him, I
No,
said.
Father, don't. I'll go.
The Great Profile. John Barrymore stars with Selznick's greatest discovery, Katharine Hepburn, in her motion picture debut along with Billy Burke in A Bill of Divorcement, directed by George Cukor.
What I want is an idiot. Whom shall I announce? Professor Topaz. Are you particularly anxious to go on teaching? Teaching? I have an offer to make you. I manufacture a curator. We happen to be looking for a scientist whose name and whose brain we can use. Permit me. My wife, Dr. Topaz and Madame Topaz.
May I ask why he should do that?
Because he's my lover.
I am very much afraid, sir, that you underestimate me. You're the most impudent scoundrel I've ever known. You sanctimonious swindler! Blackmailer! I am impervious to flattery.
John Barrymore stars in Topaz with Myrna Loy. Screenplay by Ben Hecht from the adaptation by Ben W. Levy of the play by Marcel Pagnol and directed by H. W. DeRost.
Everything reminded me of Jenny.
I'm Jenny.
Jenny? Jenny what?
Jenny Appleton.
There was something different about that child. I wondered if my pencil could catch it.
size.
You've grown so much taller.
As my mother used to say, if you got too little in your stomach, you got too much in your head.
You think I'm imagining things? Oh, no, Gus. She was real enough, all right.
Maybe you really saw her. Maybe you didn't. What's the difference? As you grow older, you'll learn to believe in lots of things you can't see.
Have you any idea where she is?
Why, Jenny died.
When?
Years ago.
Don't tell me she's dead. I held her in my arms 3 months ago, not 10 years ago. I love her. I want her back.
I know we were meant for each other. The strands of our lives are woven together, and neither the world nor time can tear them apart.
Jennifer Jones, Joseph Cotton, and Ethel Barrymore. Portrait of Jenny.
Is it really of me?
It's you. Portrait of Jenny.
With Lillian Gish, Cecil Kellaway, and David Wayne, from the book by Robert Nathan. Hollywood's Golden Years, brought to life on video by Selznick's Golden Ladies. All new from CBS Fox Video.
You can't teach men to hate and kill, Colonel, and suddenly teach them not to kill.
Reduce speed to speed of target and get on its tail.
This time we'll go in force and for blood.
What are you trying to pull, Captain?
There's no such animal as a non-combatant in the Marine Corps.
You're willing to gamble the lives of 20,000 men?
I think there's a difference between a gamble and a calculated risk.
I'll win a few, lose a few.
CBS Fox Video has assembled the greatest war films of all time. 16 all-star realistic accounts of military force that will put you smack in the middle of war. Over land, in the air, on the sea. The Courage in Combat collection, including 9 new titles never before available on video.
I want to tell you men who've never been in combat before that it's okay to be scared. We're all scared.
Rockets or no rockets, we've been ordered to secure these hills.
I don't want to die.
Richard Widmark and Carl Malden take on the Japanese in the South Pacific, halls of Montezuma.
Gentlemen, you'll be interested to know we're going to attack the Japanese strongholds on Guadalcanal and Tulagi and the Solomon Islands.
I hope it isn't a trap.
Better waste ammunition than take any chances.
It isn't so much dying. It's having to sit here and take it.
From the sea to the beachheads, the jungles, and the foxholes, a stunning true-life account, Guadalcanal Diary.
I have no idea what he is, or what he thinks. I don't want to know the man I'm trying to destroy. He's clever or he's a fool. He might get close enough to get a shot at him before he pops thunder.
Somehow we must lose him or kill him.
Robert Mitchum and Kurt Jurgens play a dangerous game of cat and mouse in the definitive submarine movie, The Enemy Below.
They claim we bombed and machine-gunned civilians and are not entitled to be considered prisoners of war.
Mitsubi wants to know where our bombers came from.
He's going to keep after us, one by one.
Selznick won't tell him I know the guy. He'll die first.
Must I remind you that a chain is no stronger than its weakest link?
Not even the threat of execution can take away their spirit. Dana Andrews and Farley Granger give new meaning to the word courage in The Purple Heart.
My job here is to make a Marine out of you. If I can't do it, I'll run you out of here so fast you won't know what hit you.
Well, I've had enough of this place, and I've had enough of you, too.
Stop it, Chris! They can court-martial you!
Randolph Scott and Maureen O'Hara star in this patriotic tribute to the Marines, to the shores of Tripoli.
Bismarck's been located in Norway.
Can't afford to have that monster on the loose.
We can sink anything they send out.
A chess game of unthinkable proportions, a fascinating inside look at British Strategic Command. Sink the Bismarck.
They're going in!
Two brothers join the Navy and learn that all is not fair in love and war in An Annapolis Story.
It'll be rough to get in there and plant the charges. It's going to take every man we've got.
8 men and 1 woman on a suicide mission deep into Nazi territory. Heroes die young.
The Americans have sent a big daylight patrol to probe the entire critical area.
You pick up a strange woman when you come into town, and you plant her with our reconnaissance outfit.
Howard Keel confronts the Nazis and Tina Louise in Armored Command. Plus, in addition to these previously unreleased titles, we've taken 2 films out of moratorium.
Within 3 days, you will all be killed
or captured.
All I want is to get out of here.
You got any idea how many guys get killed on those ships that we haven't got the guts to try and stop it?
Michael Caine and Cliff Robertson star as unlikely heroes in this tension-racked, heart-pounding adventure. Too late, the hero. Two men, one island. Who will stay alive? From the director of Hope and Glory comes a riveting tale of survival during World War II. Lee Marvin and Toshiro Mifune give mesmerizing performances as bitter enemies engaged in a battle of wits. Hell in the Pacific. And we've brought back 5 best-selling war films. Patton, Tora Tora Tora, 12 O'Clock High, The Longest Day, and The Blue Max.
If he's shot down a helpless enemy in cold blood, it's something I won't tolerate in my squadron.
It's a cruel world, Herr Hauptmann. You said so yourself.
If this young man lives long enough, he could be very useful to our propaganda department.
He says you're quite deadly, in sort of a quiet way.
An all-star cast brings to life this spectacular account of World War I German flying aces. The Courage in Combat Collection. 16 action-packed tales of bravery. All classics with all-star casts, and all of them available at collectible prices. Do your duty and reserve your place in the armed forces of the Courage in Combat Collection from CBS Fox Video.
CBS Fox Video has seen the future, and it's not good. Journey to a time when man and beast have changed places. A time when Earth has become the planet of the apes.
How in hell did this upside-down civilization get started?
The only good human is a dead human.
We came from your future.
The mere fact of your existence will be regarded as a great threat to mankind.
Guns are power! It's one of the most unique science fiction series ever. Now, all 5 films are being offered at a new low price. Venture into the intriguing world of the Planet of the Apes collection. In the classic original, Charlton Heston crash lands on a planet ruled by apes and finds himself among the hunted.
The sooner he is exterminated, the better.
Kim Hunter and Roddy McDowall are his only hope for survival.
You're so damned ugly.
Nominated for 2 1968 Academy Awards for Best Original Score and Best Costume Design. And winner of an honorary Academy Award for John Chambers' outstanding makeup achievement.
You know what they say, human see, human do.
Written by Michael Wilson and Rod Serling of Twilight Zone fame.
Humans can't write.
And directed by Franklin J. Shatner.
This whole thing is insane.
It's a harrowing first visit to the Planet of the Apes. In the second film, James Franciscus faces a frightening possibility.
They will dissect you, and they will kill you, in that order.
Charlton Heston is lost in the Forbidden Zone.
Where in hell do we go from here?
Get ready for a shock and some explosive action beneath the Planet of the Apes. In the following film, Roddy McDowall and Kim Hunter travel back to the future.
We have traveled from Earth's future to Earth's past.
Their knowledge of what will be could kill them.
You are asking me to risk imprisonment for the sake of 2 fugitive apes?
For breathtaking adventure, escape from the Planet of the Apes. In the 4th film, Roddy McDowall leads the charge.
Go!
Mankind faces its biggest challenge.
Ape management is in the hands of the apes.
This time it's war.
The king is dead. Long live the king!
Winner takes all in Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. In the 5th film,
Ape has never killed ape.
Roddy McDowall may have met his match in Claude Akins.
I think that all those hatred is not confined to humans.
Don't miss the last confrontation.
Now fight like apes!
It's the apocalyptic Battle for the Planet of the Apes. 5 spectacular science fiction epics comprise this unforgettable series, all at a new low price. Prepare to go ape over the Planet of the Apes collection from CBS Fox Video.
An invincible legend. A martial arts hero. Bruce Lee is coming at you bigger than life. 4 action-packed films and a priceless documentary are now available for the first time at a new low price. Check it out.
They stash drugs inside those blocks of ice.
When drug trafficking puts Bruce's family in a deep freeze, nothing can match his fists of fury.
Get him!
The mob calls in stiff competition from America.
But that can't stop the return of the dragon. A mysterious death brings out a long-suppressed rage.
Why did you kill my teacher? Why?
Can love tame the Chinese connection? And in Bruce Lee's final battle, an all-star cast dares to play the game of death. Then, a gripping documentary.
My last name is Lee, Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, the legend, follows the life of this kung fu master from his days as a child star to the times of the Green Hornet and on to his tragic death in 1973. Bruce Lee is bigger than life. 4 action-packed films and a priceless documentary, now available at a new low price. Check it out. And now for a sneak preview of Worth Winning.
Now that's a fine animal.
Oh, yeah. Great stud, I bet.
Now, the real advantage of being here today at Atlantic City Race Course to bring you the weather is that we've got the real thing. No boards, no mats, no pretty computer graphics. The real thing. We got the real sun, as I predicted. We've got the real blue skies, as I predicted. Heck, we even got real horses, as I predicted. And speaking of predictions, hey, we even got a real winner. This is Taylor Ward, Channel 5 News, Philadelphia. I'll see you at 11. And we're clear. Ladies' Day at the races. I'm a happy guy.